Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jess.
I'm Shay.
And we are going to do a little roommate Q&A for you today. We have asked you to send in questions on my Instagram and there was a lot of responses, so we're very excited. We've been looking forward to this like all day, so.
Bring the questions.
Bring it on. How are you guys settling into your new place?
It's really good. Honestly, like, we're still living that life where everything is in boxes. So I'm just staring at like the 7 boxes that are in front of us. And then like our kitchen table is still kind of a fold out table. So like it's a work in progress, but
we have a guitar!
We have the music corner!
Whoa!
Oh, that one's for you. What's it like living in California?
It's been very fun. I like it so far. I mean, like, I've only lived here, if we really want to be technical, like 2 months, because then I went home for the entire month of June. But like, yeah, I really like it. We were talking, like literally earlier, we went grocery shopping, and we were like, it's so cool that like we can see all the California, like all the nature and the hills, and like, it's pretty. So pretty.
Like
it's
where we
so
live
pretty.
is really pretty and really nice, because like you can see, we're kind of more towards the mountains of LA. So like as you're driving to the grocery store, you just see like the mountains in the back.
What's your favorite Muppet, Shay? I need to know.
Both the frog and the pig emoji. Somebody has taste. Kermit by far. I think he just has the it factor, the pizzazz. He's a star.
I feel like my go-to is to say Kermit, but I feel like deep in my heart, it's Pepe the King Prawn.
Yes.
He's like, hello, Pepe the King Prawn. What has been your favorite cosplay, Shay?
Oh, that's a hard one. You go first.
I think mine is She-Hulk, because I had never done like,
cute. That was a good one.
I had never done like face paint cosplay before, so like that was my first big like full body cosplay, I would say. Like all the other ones I'd get like the suit, but it would be me in the suit. Like I wouldn't like do a wig or anything. So that one was like full wig, full makeup. Like it was really fun.
And it's a sleigh.
Oh,
it's really cute. My favorite currently is probably my Kokomi cosplay, because
that one's so nice.
Right? It's like one for something that I'm like really passionate about, and then it's also like something I'm really proud of that I made. But it changes like literally every week of like which one's my favorite.
Honestly, same. Favorite musicals? Oh, this is right up your alley, Shay.
Okay.
You love musicals.
It depends. All-time fave, one of the faves, Mamma Mia, Legally Blonde. Something Rotten is actually probably my current fave. Beetlejuice. There's a lot of them out there. How about you?
Waitress, because I saw that with my dad in New York. It was so good. Always loved Hamilton since I heard it. I love Bandstand. I don't know if you've heard Bandstand.
No.
Oh, it's so good, Shay. For those of you guys who don't know, and for Shay, it's this musical about, it takes place in the 40s, and it's about this guy named Donnie. He gets together a band of Army veterans, and the whole show is live music played on stage. Like they have like real instrumentalists as like the actors. It was so cool, and it's all like vintage style music.
Other one, I forgot about Smash. I really like that.
Oh yeah,
musical. Love that.
Does Has Been count? I
do love Has Been. That's been current brain rot.
What's your favorite show / movie? I know a show for both of us right off the bat.
Oh, Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah!
Oh, it's so good. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. That's current fave is Only Murders in the Building.
That's our favorite show.
I go through phases. Has Been's a good one. All-time favorite movie for me is an anime movie, probably Promare. I just really like it. I'm gonna drag Jess to watch it one day.
So my favorite movie of all time is Back to the Future. I'm gonna make you watch that too. But okay, so we'll put Back to the Future
and then Promare.
Favorite show, obviously Only Murders, like we said. I think also I love New Girl. I talk about it all the time. Like any Spider-Man thing, we all know.
Oh, Spider-Man and Spider-Verse is also
yeah,
really
that's
good.
so good. When did you guys meet? This is such a fun one.
So this was back in the oldie days of 2021. Wait, how many VidCons have we gone to?
2. And then I didn't go to this year. So last year was 2023. So 2022.
2022. Actually, so I started so Jess was following me and I was following Jess. We were mutuals because we were both Marvel and like we followed each other. And then I got an invite to the Thor Love and Thunder premiere. And you can literally see the first time we meet because I made a video on it. But then I was like, oh my gosh, who do I know that like loves Marvel and would like to go to the premiere with me? And so I just like cold reached out to Jess. Like we've never spoken before, but I know you like Marvel and would you want to come to the Thor Love and Thunder premiere? And then you did.
And then I did.
And she flew across the country and stayed in my house while I sewed overnight a dress for it.
And then like ever since then, like I kept
in contact.
Yeah, I flew out again for another VidCon, and then Shay was like, "Hey, I'm looking for a roommate."
yeah, moving to LA. And Jess is like, I want to move to LA.
So then I did, and
And
now
then
we're here.
here we are.
How did you get to love Spider-Man or Marvel in general? Spider-Man for me is kind of like weird because I feel like he's always been there in my life. Like looking back, like even in like early childhood, like I literally have, I'll put it in here. I have a picture of him like carrying me as like a toddler, but I didn't know who he was. So I was just like, okay, like, well, I guess it's like this superhero because I wasn't really into superheroes until I started watching Marvel movies when the first Avengers came out in 2012. And then Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was out, and he was the first like movie Spider-Man that I saw. I also watched like the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoons and stuff, so I kind of like it slowly built for me. And then once I saw Tom Holland's Spider-Man, it was like super hyper fixated. How about you? When did you start liking Spider-Man?
So I got into Marvel with like WandaVision. Like, I mean, I watched like all the movies as they came out with my friends, but I like got into it with WandaVision because, to be honest, my favorite Avenger is probably Wanda. And like WandaVision was so good, and Agatha was there, and then then I got really into like everything Marvel.
I always forget that you're still kind of like a baby Marvel person.
Yeah, I didn't get into it. Like, I mean, I watched the movies when they came out, but I didn't really get into it until like the pandemic.
How do you tackle roomie issues?
We haven't really had any, and like
No.
we just like talk it out. Like, if there hasn't really been anything, but like if there's something Jess was doing that was an issue, I just feel like, hey, can we just talk about it? Like,
Exactly.
I feel like both of us are kind of over communicators, so it like works out in this sense where like nothing's really left like unsaid.
The most issue we've had is we just get on each other's nerves sometimes, but in like a fun way. Like I'll be like, Shay, like I want to talk to you, and she's like, please leave me alone, I'm trying to work. Like,
Wait, it's literally only when like we're working away with deadline and stuff.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
I'll be like, I want to talk to you so bad, but I can't let myself, or I won't finish this video.
Exactly.
Because Jess's room is on the way to the kitchen. So anytime I walk to the kitchen, I'll just like peek in your room and be like, hey, Jess.
You're like, what's his name from Cars? When he's like, bitch, stop. Like,
Pete, stop.
what do you think of Deadpool and Wolverine? We're very excited to see the movie. I think we decided we're gonna do themed outfits.
Yes.
I have Wolverine shoes, so I was gonna go Wolverine, and you were gonna do Deadpool probably, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, we can always switch it around. Who did you want to be? I never asked you. I was just like, I'll be Wolverine.
Honestly, I have no preference.
Cool.
Well, I'll be Deadpool.
We'll keep you posted.
What are you guys' favorite books to read?
I am like romance. I feel like I'm still in kind of like the YA phase, but like honestly, I feel like they call them young adult novels, but they're really not. Like,
Yeah,
they're
they're
just
good.
kind of for everybody. Like, yeah, like I feel like when people hear young adult, they think like 13 to 18, but like the stories are still fun to read.
I very much am like a fantasy person, so anything where it's like fantasy, romance, adventure, like a basic fantasy book. I love them.
Those are good. Oh, what is the best part of your friendship? Why am I gonna cry?
I don't know, just like, I really like, there's a lot.
I love how silly goofy I can be with you, and you like accept me for that, and I like appreciate that a lot. Like,
No, I'm crying. No. My favorite part of our friendship is just like how like it doesn't feel like unnatural in any way. Like it very much just feels like oh, like Jess is there, and like I don't feel anxious about it. I don't feel like, I just am like full like comfort and just like I like the easiest friendship there ever is. Yeah.
The coexistence is a great
Yeah.
factor. What's your favorite thing to cook and bake together at home? That's a fun one too.
Cookies?
We do like cookies. That's our favorite thing to bake. Our favorite thing to cook.
Orange chicken.
Orange chicken. We literally just had it. Trader Joe's orange
The
chicken.
Trader Joe's orange
It's
chicken.
So good.
20 minutes in the air fryer. It's good, it's easy, it's delicious.
Chef's kiss. If you two have a movie night, what would be your go-to movies?
We have a movie list actually. So whenever we think of a movie that either one of us hasn't seen or we want to rewatch, we put it in the movie list. And then what we started doing is randomly drawing movies at like just random. Last movie night was the Evil Muppets movie.
Muppets Most Wanted.
Muppets Most Wanted. And it's like with Evil Kermit. 10 out of 10. It was a great movie night.
I love like it ranges from like that to like super dramatic, like Little Women, like
yeah.
really dramatic.
Lord of the
film. Like,
Rings.
yeah, it's like, oh my god.
Muppets Haunted Mansion on there.
There's so many Muppet movies. What's the one thing that you do that drives the other person crazy? She leaves cabinet doors open sometimes, but like literally I just am like, oh, a ghost, and then I close them.
I don't know, but I'm trying to think of one. Give me a sec.
This is a good sign actually, because it means that I don't do much to annoy you.
Maybe just you make pasta a lot. I ate pasta like once every 3 months before I lived with you.
Literally bought things to make a pasta dish today.
Yeah.
So. Oh, this one's fun. Which fictional characters do you think the other is most like?
I feel like these are basic answers. Because I'm like, I think the two that match you the most are the two that like you gravitate towards anyways, Rapunzel and Peter Parker.
My two favorite characters in the world?
It very much matches like you're just you as a person.
I know you're like, it's basic, but like my entire heart went I'm not saying this in the aspect of like her as the emotion, but her like personality wise. I feel like you and Envy from Inside Out 2 have like the same kind of like bubbly personality, like, you know, where she's like, wow, like that's you. But also Anna from Frozen.
Oh, I can see that. I can see that one. I do also see you as a lot of joy from Inside Out.
Aww. Out of the main 6 Avengers, who would you prefer to be your roommate? Honestly,
Not
I
Tony.
feel
He's
like
disrespectful.
Natasha.
No, I would say Cap.
Yeah, actually I could see that.
I feel like he would be respectful.
He would be like, ladies, I just came back from the supermarket. I brought us some Trader Joe's chocolate chip cookies.
Oh my god, Cap, incredible. I feel like he would just be like, because Thor
Or just wouldn't understand
and there's
anything.
a lot of cultural differences that like Asgard and Earth just don't like maybe mesh. Tony, no.
No, as much as I love him. Actually, but
No.
Tony would pay for everything.
But he would be terrible to room with. Are you
He
kidding
would
me?
be terrible to room with.
And Natasha, I feel like she would be like a very unobtrusive roommate.
She
Like,
would never
she's-
be home.
She's like pure neutral.
Bruce would be like,
Bruce would
if
be
it-
good.
But when he hulks out, that's the problem. Like, if it depends on what stage of Bruce you're talking about. If it was like original Bruce where he couldn't control it, I would not want to room with him. But if you were talking like Bruce and She-Hulk where he's like smart
He's, like,
Hulk,
smart
like,
Hulk.
that, like I would be
Swimming
fine
with
with
smart
that.
Hulk.
Oh, and Clint.
I feel like he's with Natasha. Well, actually, I think he gets a step above Natasha because, like, I feel like he would just be like cool, respectful, doing his own thing.
Yeah,
But I
he'd
think
clean the vents for us.
He would.
So
I think Cap would just go above and beyond, though.
I agree. Now that you said that, like, he would be a really good roommate.
He would be so good.
What's your favorite thing to do together? Honestly, I think it's just like hanging out in general. Like we just
Play
enjoy each other.
Overcooked.
Play Overcooked. Go to Disneyland.
Yeah,
Like.
just like hanging out. Because honestly, some of my favorite things is just like sitting on Jess's bed and chatting and like
Oh,
girl
our late
talking.
night chats are so fun.
That's just fun.
When I can stay up for them. I go to bed. Shay goes to bed at like 3 in the morning. I go to bed at like, it's 10 p.m. I'm like, all right, see ya.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to sleep. What's it like having a roommate and doing cosplay?
I think it depends on like the cosplay and like when it is. I'll like go into Jess's room and she'll just be like in a Spidey suit. Oh yeah. Or like I remember I was sitting here editing and then like Jess just walked by in full edit in the kitchen.
I was thirsty.
I went to Anime Expo this year, and so Jess had just gotten back from her cruise. So I was like, "Hi, Jess," and then I was like full Rock Lee look.
I feel like it's a lot less weird for us because we both are cosplayers, so like we get it. Like, you
Yeah.
know, like we both think it's cool. So it's never like, oh, like they're in full costume. It's always like,
Oh, what is it
you
today?
go. Do you plan on doing any cosplays together in the future?
We talked about doing a Tangled the Series cosplay because you wanted to do Rapunzel and I wanted to do Cass. So that one could be really fun.
We also talked about doing like Disney princess days.
Oh yeah,
before.
Disney princesses.
That'd be fun. We're gonna go to
The
Mickey's
Oogie
Not So
Boogie.
Scary. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oogie Boogie Bash.
Wrong park. We're going to Oogie Boogie Bash this year. And yeah, we were gonna do Marvel characters because we want to
Yeah.
like take pictures in Avengers campus
It'd
at
be fun.
night. So it'll be so much fun. What's your favorite movie as Friends and why is it Back to the Future?
I actually haven't seen Back to the Future, so it's on our movie list.
I know, but I gotta get Shay to watch it. It's fun. If you like time travel, it's like a fun, whimsical time travel film.
Which Disney villains do you think both of you could defeat? Realistically, you know the little rat man from Ratatouille, Skinner?
Yes.
I do think we could take him.
You know who I was? My first thought was Gaston because he's so arrogant that we'd just be like, "Look over there," and he'd be like, "Where?"
Anyone with
Villains.
magical powers out, they're gonna smash us.
No.
I feel like this is a cop-out answer, like the cricket from Bug's Life.
Oh, squish.
In an instant.
What's your favorite Disney or Pixar movie? Disney movie is Tangled.
Mhm.
I love Tangled. Favorite Pixar movie changes a lot, but recently it's been Luca.
Oh.
I love Luca. I feel like your favorite Pixar one is Ratatouille. You bring it up a lot.
I do love Ratatouille. I cried so much over Ratatouille. Coco, I really love Coco.
I love Coco.
Favorite Disney movie? Probably Beauty and the Beast. That's like
a fun one.
It's been like my longtime fave. It's always been my fave. If you two had to play characters from a movie, which character / movie?
My go-to instinct is to always think of Disney. I don't know why.
Actually, realistic answer, I'm not sure who we would be yet. But you know, Turning Red, the 4 girls with like the 4 townies. I'd have to think a little bit more on like which girl specifically we'd be.
Never not on my mind. Oh my. Oh my. You know realistically what we would be? Barbie Princess and the Pauper.
That's the one. Would you be Annalise or Erica? I actually don't know.
I don't know either. Who do you guys think?
Yeah.
Which one of us would be Annalise or Erica?
Where do you guys buy your costumes? So currently I do a lot of like anime cosplays and costumes, and one of my favorite places to buy it from is Doki Doki. They're actually a Taobao reseller, but they're really great and they have a lot of really good options. They do have like some Disney and some other really good stuff too. Sometimes I'll check AliExpress, Amazon, or Taobao, but yeah, those are my go-tos.
If it's like a really quick cosplay, I usually do Amazon stuff. But if I'm like seriously looking for like a good quality cosplay, I usually do Heroes Time for Spider-Man suits. That's where my Tom Holland Spider-Man suit is from. I also love Cos-Sky or Cosplay Sky, but they sell a bunch of different cosplays, a lot of Disney, a lot of Marvel. For a while too, I was looking on Etsy, but my favorite shop just shut down, so I haven't ordered a cosplay off Etsy in a while, but I was so bummed. You know that one Spider-Man meme? He's like, no! That's me when my Etsy seller, like, no!
Oh, what's your favorite Disney ride?
I think my answer might be the same as yours if we're thinking the
Okay,
same.
on 3.
1, 2, 3.
Guardians
Mission
of the
Breakout.
Same, different name, same
Yeah,
ride.
exactly. Whenever we go to Disneyland together,
Every
we ride
time.
that as many times as we can. Like, it's
so good.
fun. That's Disneyland. If we're talking Disney World, also still Guardians, but Cosmic Rewind.
I've only ridden like 4 rides at Epcot.
So good. We gotta get you to Disney World.
I know, that's the next one.
Do you play Mario Kart?
I do.
What character do you play in Mario Kart, Shay?
Okay, depends. Daisy, Peach, or Rosaline. Or Toad. I love Toad.
You know what's so funny?
What?
That is also my top.
Really?
Mine is Daisy, Peach, or Rosalina. But I usually pick Rosalina first, and then Daisy, and then Peach. So mine's like kind of backwards from you, I think.
Yeah, mine's Daisy, then Peach, then Rosalina. Or sometimes if I'm just feeling feisty, Toad.
I just like the little star guy.
Toad does a little like, pros and cons of rooming with your bestie.
Pro,
Thank you.
you're never bored.
Con, I feel like I'm less productive because
Yes, correct.
because I will, if the option is work or bother Jess, I'm always gonna bother Jess. Pro, grocery shopping is really fun because we go together and it doesn't feel like a chore. Con, I feel like this is an unexpected con. Because we eat meals together a lot, I've eaten a lot more like different foods, which is like sometimes good, sometimes bad.
I think another pro is like, before Shay and I lived together, it was really hard for us to find time to like talk because we were both so busy, but now I see her every day.
I don't feel lonely. I think that's a big pro, is like I never really feel lonely because if I'm ever like, oh, I miss my friends, I just walk over and bug Jess.
There's not many cons, honestly. Oh, and we're at the top now.
Oh, how did you get started with all this?
Ooh, you should answer first because you've been doing this longer than I have.
I started when I was in high school. I just started making cosplay tutorials because it was fun, and like all I did in my free time was read and watch cosplay tutorials. So I just started like, I made my first costume, and then I made a DIY tutorial on how to do it. And then I just kept doing that for like every cosplay that I did. Over like the years, I got better at cosplay, I got better at making tutorials, and it kind of just snowballed into this.
The rest is history,
The
guys.
rest is history.
This is the Crescent Shay right now. We are blessed.
How about you? How did you get started?
I started, like a lot of people did, I was bored during the pandemic. And that's when they closed all the Disney parks, and that's actually why I started, because like I missed Disney, and Marvel was kind of like, some people would say at its peak. I don't think Marvel ever peaks. I think people just like have more interest in different projects than others. But that's a whole other story, a whole other video for another day. We could rant about that for hours. But I missed Disney and I missed Marvel, and so I was like, what if I combine them? So then I started making my Avengers at Disney series of like the Avengers going to the parks, and it started with like one character at a time and then became like expanded to multiple characters in one skit. And then I continued making Marvel content, and now I've been doing it. This August will be 4 years. So So
Wow.
yeah. If you had asked me when I started this if I was gonna be like living in Los Angeles with you, I would have been like, you're insane.
Yeah.
I'm never leaving Boston. Here I am. Like, that's
Yes, no.
crazy. Thank you so much, Shay, for agreeing to do a little Q&A for
Of
my
course.
page. I'm sure most people follow you, but for those who don't, please tell everybody where they can find you.
My handle is Crescent Shay. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram, and I sew things.
If you're here, you most likely know me. I am Jess, aka Female Peter Parker or Femme Peter Parker on most socials. And if you want to follow our joint roommate account, it is Shay Yes to the Jess. Play on words of say yes to the Jess. Wait,
Say yes to the
dress.
Say yes to the dress.
It's usually like silly little videos.
It's just like whatever goofy little trends we want to do, but
Yeah.
it's like very silly, low key.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any other questions that you want to ask us, feel free to leave them in the chat and we'll answer them the best we can. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.